When someone comes up and says something like, I am a god, everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was, a god. I just told you, that's who I think I am.
This what guys are like.
What is your ask?
End the genetic dynasty.
If you're only fielding offers, consider the following. In addition to the desalination system, we will also establish a satellite security station for the dedicated protection of your people. Safety and clean water.
We're misunderstanding each other here, Cleon. My ask, it's not a tactic. I only preach what I believe, and I believe the genetic dynasty will be the ruin of us all. Brothers? You are not brothers. You are the reverberations of a dead man's ego, by nature blind to all that you lack. The soulless creature cannot recognize itself. I believe the late Dr. Selden made a similar observation.
Biden said that he would develop some sort of cognitive disease and resign if he didn't follow the plan.
Let's see.
And here's the clip.
Let's see.
But all kidding aside,
The first lady-to-be told me she holds them for you.
yes, she does. But not with she and Kamala have become friends.
Yeah.
But all kidding aside, it's a matter of the thing. We are simpatico on our philosophy of government and simpatico on how we want to approach these issues that we're facing. And so I don't have, and when we disagree, it'll be just like, so far it's been just like when Barack and I did. It's in private. She'll say, I think we should do A, B, C, or D. And I'll say, I like A, don't like B and C. And let's go, okay. And like I told Barack, if I reach something where there's a fundamental disagreement we have based on a moral principle, I'll develop some disease and say I have to resign.
Bingo.
We don't have that. We haven't, and we discussed.
Lima women is saying we're what? Not human?
Indirectly.
And if the galaxy comes to believe their leaders are less than rather than more than themselves, they may cease to follow.
Well, the science is actually pretty fascinating. Regular transfusions of the blood of a younger, physically fit donor can significantly retard the aging process.
For them, insane.
Bryan Johnson.
Bryan Johnson.
Bryan Johnson.
He calls himself the world's most measured human.
He's spending $2 million a year on a team of 30 doctors.
To reverse aging.
Whoa.
They called out the bomb squad. They brought the dog. Wow. As far as I know, it's the first time this has ever been done. You ever done a multi-generational exchange? Never. Plasma is a part of our blood. So when we get our blood drawn, we see a bunch of red stuff. A part of that is the plasma, which can be separated from it. And it started with this really wild experiment where two mice were actually sewn together to share the same circulatory system. It was an old mouse and a young mouse. The results showed that the old mouse got younger. The proposal is not that my father and I get sewn together. The proposal is that I donate my younger plasma to my father. It's possible that this will help him in a variety of ways. There have been several human trials since the mouse study, but young plasma is still an experimental invasive therapy. Even though we completed a battery of baseline measurements on him, there's some level of risk here.
We are the first species on the face of this earth to be aware of evolution, to be aware that we are affecting our own evolution by everything that we do. The babies we eat, the food we eat, the wars we fight that we do. The babies we eat, the food we eat, the babies we eat, the food we eat, the babies we eat, the food we eat, thing that we do. The babies we eat, the food we eat, the wars we fight. We are the first.
What?
Must there be reconciliation?
What must be what?
My butt's been wiped.
A pathway for citizenship.
That's not what he
There
said.
needs to be a pathway for citizenship.
No, it's not fake. We got it on Fox. Can we show?
Some exchanges have been going on electively for probably about the past 8 to 10 years. More often, people have used plasma transfusions and young plasma for hair regeneration, so injecting into the scalp. If you think about it, people have been donating plasma since the 50s and 60s. It's beneficial for the donor as well as the recipient.
All right, well, Talmadge will be up first. Is that cool?
That's me in a bag.
That's a nice looking bag.
Normally this filter is filled with all kinds of junk that your blood has inside of it, but this is completely clean, and there's usually something in there, but there's nothing in here.
I created this human. He's now almost 18 years old. We're now doing this together. I never imagined in my entire life this kind of relationship with my child.
What is this shit? That stuff makes pure mescaline seem like ginger beer, man. Adrenochrome.
Adrenochrome?
Pull all his teeth out.
I remember thinking, Jesus, what a terrible thing to lay on somebody with a head full of acid.
But we have a problem.
Where'd you get this?
Never mind, it's absolutely pure.
What kind of monster client have you hooked up with this time?
Satanism freak.
I think there's only one source for this stuff. The, adrenaline gland from a living human body.
I know. The guy didn't have any cash to pay me. He offered me human blood, said it would take me higher than I'd ever been in my life. Why should I fuck with children, he said. They're too small.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. It's left you confused. It's about something much greater than you. But I'm sure your advisor will help you to understand. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have souls that need ministering to.
Transmute all of my blues and the green, no lie, no lie. Call me a wizard the way that I just alchemize.